has control of your computer. You're gonna see him moving the mouse. You're gonna see him opening up, going through the hard drive, checking logs, doing whatever they need to do to fix the issue. So that would be how you guys get us logged into it.
Do you have this on a step-by-step basis? Do this first, second, third, fourth, written?
It's pretty simple.
I know it is, but do you have it in writing?
No, we don't have it in writing.
But I'm sure you guys can do that. You have the step-by-step, write it up, make a manual out of it, and give it to them too. So next time they
So as you can see,
remote access.
he's controlling the computer right there. It's like having him here, except he's at his desk.
In another location.
It's the same thing as TeamViewer. He has access to the Watch Connect. He has access to Message. Message is a software that we use to talk to our controller, the TMJ. Since this computer is a site server and is controlling the two auto sentries outside and also the touch POS, your cash register, we can have access to it. This right here, this is your POS outside. When you guys go in the morning, it's gonna look like this. Alright, when you guys get in the morning, your POS is basically gonna look like this. Just make sure that you always have CagePats running, because on that computer you guys have a card reader, a credit card reader. If CagePats is not running, you guys won't be able to process any credit card. So it's very important that you always have this piece of software running Cage. On that computer you also have BNC viewer. So on the touch POS that's outside, you will be able to see the auto sentry. So let's say somebody tells you that they're at the auto sentry right now. This is your auto sentry outside. I'll show you. We'll go to that one next. If somebody's outside and they don't know what to do, you can actually control it from inside the booth. If they say, "Oh, I wanted the $5 wash, but I don't know what to press," you can just press on go buy wash, basic wash, and it loads it over there, and then all you have to do is just swipe your credit card. With this one, you also have the ability to clock people in and out. Are you going to be using the time clock in this?
For employees, you mean?
Yeah, for employees.
So when employees come in and out? Yeah? Forget it then. Because we have a whole system where people are watching them, so they know when employees come in and out.
Okay.
Second they walk on the grounds.
Alright.
We want it later on the idea, but right now make it simple as possible.
Okay. After we set up the cashier roles and all that, all these buttons right here are just because I want you to be able to see what's on here.
Okay.
But when they log in,
won't see
they'll probably just have access to touch POS because they have to be able to sell at that station, and they'll probably have access just to time clock and stacking controller. That's it.
Okay. Time clock and stacking controller. Stacking controller.
Stacking controller. It's gonna show you. I'll show you right now. Give me a second. Let me log into it.
What is your thing software not invalid?
It says that for about the first week.
Oh,
it's already registered, yeah. Like in about 7 days it'll go away. So you don't have to worry about that.
So what's this whole map thing?
It's just our loading.
Oh, okay.
Just our loading. It's nothing really big.
So what is a stacking controller?
Stacking controller, it gives you a physical view of how many cards you guys have on stack.
Oh,
so
waiting to go in?
So let's say we go, I believe it was 1,000. You see how that car appeared right there?
Shooting easy.
Yeah.
Alright, anytime somebody buys a wash outside of your auto sentry or at your POS, it's gonna load a card here. It's gonna give whoever's inside the booth a physical view of how many cards you have waiting to go into the tunnel.
Oh,
not in the tunnel yet, but waiting to go in there.
So the second one is for the tunnel.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
So let's say we're gonna stack 3 cards on there right now.
Okay. Why keep on pushing 100 though?
It's just it's the test coupon that we have on there.
Okay. So basically it gives them a free wash?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just so that we can load cards and just to make sure that they're stacked.
I understand.
Okay. If you ever get this error where it says please wait, the wash is busy, Right now, since it's still not configured yet to the right amount, we have to see how many cars can fit in before they enter the tunnel. So let's say we want to give a max of five cars online. After you remove a car or after a certain period, this is going to tell you, it's going to tell the car to go next. So let's say you got 5 cars right now and you get that wash busy. After that first car that's waiting in line crosses the photo eyes and it gets loaded into the tunnel, then it's going to give them the please drive forward, and then you can go ahead and the gate's going to raise up and it's going to allow them to pass.
Perfect.
But it's all done automatically.
Yes. Touch POS. This is one of the other windows that you guys want to have open. Whoever the cashier is, basically you're going to have everything that you're going to sell, all your washes. Right? You got your ultimate protection, you got your wheel protection, you got your protection wash, and you got your basic wash. It's really easy to ring somebody up. All you have to do is press the number. Let's say I go in and I say I want a basic wash. Let's say the auto sentry is not working or something happens where it's shut off. You can still sell inside. So I'm telling you I want a basic wash. You're gonna hit basic wash, you're gonna hit finalize, and I have to clock in first.
So it's clocking in is something that we have to do.
Somebody has to be clocked in.
Okay.
You can have just as a, maybe instead of having their name, just have cashier in there.
Okay.
A cashier account, that's it. But somebody has to be clocked in so that they can clock, they can
So the user who's using it has to clock in for this to work. Okay.
So if I hit 4 for my basic wash, then you hit finalize. You got options here. You can either tender, which means that this person gave me exactly $5. You can put that he's going to give you $1, $10, 20, 50, or 100. These are just numeric numbers. Let's say he gives you 10, and then it's going to tell you, okay, give him $5 back.
Okay. Perfect.
If it's cash, you just hit cash.
Is there credit card processing set up too already?
Yes, it is. If you hit finalize, why is it locked out? So we're gonna go over here. You're gonna load the basic wash. You're gonna hit finalize, and you have the credit option here. Credit card. What that means, it's gonna ask you that it means that you want to sell something with the credit card, right? It's gonna ask you, is the card present? You're gonna hit yes, and then it's gonna ask you to swipe the card. You swipe the card. Let's say if you're swiping and swiping and swiping and it doesn't detect anything, it just times out. What the first thing you would want to do is check cache. Make sure that cache is running. Remember, cache. If it's not running, you're not gonna press anything. Sometimes, not very typically, but sometimes cache does kind of lock out. So what you would have to do is just close it out and open it back up again.
Okay, and then the username and password you're gonna give us, or is that the username and password?
Yes. Once we set up everything, we're gonna give you. It's gonna be a cashier.
Okay.
We're gonna add a cashier username and then whatever passwords that you want to set up for them. We're gonna add that, and then they can log in and process somebody manually. Let's say the credit card does not work. If they're swiping and swiping and the magnetic strip is not working, they can actually go in there and punch in the number of the card so that they can push the card and manually push the card through the system.
Very good.
Okay? Alright, so now let's go outside to the auto sentries.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
If in future want to add another one to it, you have to take care of it,
No, we can do that
or
ourselves.
we can do it
Add
ourselves.
another what?
User, he means.
Oh, user?
No, another. No, wash. We have right now 4 wash. 1,
Oh,
2, 3,
yeah,
4.
yeah.
If you want
Yes.
to use them,
We got on the touch POS, you can sell as many different washes as you want, but at the auto center you got a max of 6 different washes that you can sell. You can add another 6 because there's once we go into a flex profile, you can have like one set up for express and then one for detail.
So 12 total.
12 total. Okay. And then from there, let's say that you want to sell a basic wash, but you want to make let's say you guys are giving like the wheel scrubber, whatever, you know how it's separate. Let's say you want to tell them, okay, you want a basic wash, but you want to get your rims clean. I'll sell you, the tire brush for $2 extra.
Okay.
You can do that as extra services, but that's something we have to work out with you.
Okay.
Okay.